Ja?
As jy hap en is nog bietjie pink, so net nie maak so.
Okay, sure thing, ek sê.
45 seconds.
45? Okay.
Nee, skus, 'n minuut.
Minuut, okay, ek maak so. Okay, start and skip intro.
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. His face is creased by so many wrinkles that his features lie buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still, the dwarf's well-practiced habits have left telltale tracks of a welcoming rictus across his visage. You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hanging sack of flesh into something resembling an oddly carved merry gourd, replete with unhealthy bumps and discolored splotches.
Sit, please. Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
The gaunt woman seated at the table is clad in time-worn black armor that seems too massive for her to move in. A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched across it is delicate and translucent, like parchment that has been scraped clean too many times.
Damn, she's ancient.
She's preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you. With each movement, her armor squeaks and groans as though bearing an incredible weight. She places a final card, gives a nod of satisfaction, and raises her eyes to meet yours.
Your brush with the divine has drained you of your powers, fractured your memories. Look upon these cards. They represent the courses of your life. You alone know best how they flowed. Arrange them to fit what you remember.
So, haven't beat the first game yet. Not yet. But, going off of what the first line is saying, that I returned the hollow-born souls to the Deerwood children, that's what I would do. So
Does
I'm
everything
gonna go
appear to be in order? Good. Welcome to the Beyond. I am Bara. One half anyway.
The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's direction.
Tell me, do you remember when we last met?
So because everyone in this game is voiced, except my character, I'll be the voice for my character. Yes, in the Hall of Stars in Twin Elms.
You came to that tower seeking our aid. You prayed for help in reaching Theos, beyond the Court of Penitence, but would not pledge yourself to me. Still, a pledge unmade stands fairer in this court than a pledge broken.
She places a card in the middle of the arrangement. A bell tower with no bell. Her fingertips slowly drag away from the card, faintly creaking as they retreat across the table.
You had need of the gods once before. Now it seems we have need of you.
Mm-hmm.
The being that occupied Ognua's statue beneath your castle was the dead god, Aothas. Of this we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions are. Though Aothas stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough to survive the onslaught and enter the in-between. You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him.
Why don't you just do it yourself?
Taking a physical form in Eora is fraught with peril. Most mortal minds and bodies are incapable of containing divine power. It can lead to problems, as Aothas learned not long ago.
Her armored hand gingerly places a card sideways on the table. It features a man with a burst of light instead of a head.
Well, I'd like to find him as much as you would. You destroyed my castle and killed who knows how many people around it.
I know. It is my business to know. 322 in Cadnua and your surrounding lands. Their souls remain in Aothas still. You have the power to save them. Serve me and I will return you to your body. Or don't, and return to the wheel.
Then let's get on with it.
Good. Before you return to Eora as my herald, you must remember who you were, the last whisper of life and death.
For a moment, the sockets of her eyes darken, leaving the pits of a death's head gazing out at you.
When you can picture your own face, the Beyond will lead you back to your own kind, to the world of mortals.
Okay, and now it's the character creation. What time is it? 8:30. Bed. Okay. Male. Okay, so Wendy, if you're watching, of course I'm gonna be Savannah Folk, multi-class. Okay. Because you know me best, so which one do you think would fit with me? Because normally I like a cipher, but I've been playing too much cipher. So in your opinion, which one would fit best? Like, I really doubt Rogue. Fighter maybe? I don't mind playing Fighter. It's pretty fun. I could go Barbarian. Monk maybe? Because for you and Anthony, I think Anthony is like a rogue and a wizard combined. Oh, comments. Oh, hey, Wendy. I'm here. Hey, I'm glad you're here. I put my stream on my phone because then I can follow along with what you're saying. But I'm very glad that you're here because I do need your opinion. So, for Anthony, I want to make Anthony a wizard combined with either a rogue or a fighter. And for you, I think you would like druid and chanter combined. Whereas for myself, I'm thinking barbarian or I don't know. What do you think? Like, what do you think I should go with? Oh, me a rogue? I don't see why not. Yeah, because... Okay. Cool. So... No subclass rogue. I'll take crippling strike. Yeah, no. Escape actually. And in this game, you can pick 2 classes for 1 person, so... If I'm partly a rogue, I could also be a partly as something else. I could go wizard. I could go chanter. But I'm not good at singing, so I can't go chanter. So rogues are great at single target damage, and they're great at like making an opponent weaker. So I could go with my specialist. Honestly, monk or cipher. Monk would be interesting because I don't play too many monks, and they're also strikers. But cipher is my specialization. But you know what? Monk would make it more interesting. I'll go with monk. And the specific monk, honestly, Shattered Pillar, Swift Strikes, Stats, yep, Dexterity matters a lot, Perception matters more, okay. And the closest thing to South Africa would be the Ixamatl Plains. And because I picked Ixamatl, I can come back here, put that into might. And I'll say Laborer because I need the athletics. My weapons, this, and this. Okay, and then for yourself, Wendy, which one would you like best? Would you like like between druid, chanter, priest, or in this case priestess? Which one would you like the most? Go with black and dark green. Head, I'm happy with that. Voice, don't really care.
Quick and quiet. Stand together! No prisoner. Onward!
Pose, doesn't matter. Go stoic. Okay.
Go forth now, Watcher, as my herald. Know that I do not give you this title lightly. When the time comes, you will have the power to reveal the souls that cling. Find Aethys. Learn his plans. When I have cause to talk to you, I will summon you.
With a quick gesture of her hand.
A chime.
Yeah.
Do not fear, Herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me. I trust it will not come to that.
The dwarf nods, contorts his face with his odd smile, and gestures to a new door.
So, essentially who she is she's one representation of the Grim Reaper, so, and she placed a chime inside of my heart, and if I attempt to double cross her, then it'll hurt me or kill me, and then I'll be talking with her again, so that's essentially what that chime was that she placed on me. And my purpose is to hunt down the god Aethys, because he's going batshit, and she wants me to hunt him down and just figure out what the hell he's trying to do. And Wendy, right there is a dare. There's there's a dare, my boy.
The return to your body feels like waking after a fitful drunken sleep. The rocking of the ship sends pain jolting through your limbs. Crashing waves hammer inside your skull. Adair watches over your body with a glazed look, taking long, even tokes from his pipe. At the first movement of your chest, he starts. His gasp, mid-puff, sends him coughing and straining for breath.
No, there's no way. You're awake. What are you doing awake? How are you feeling?
Alive.
Alive's a big improvement.
I hate to cast a pall over your recovery, but I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
The voice echoes from inside the bust. The remains of the steward of Cad Nua.
Cad Nua has been destroyed. Aethys possessed the statue of Maros Nua and rose from the ground, consuming the souls of all nearby.
Yes! When I first played this game too, I thought the same thing. Adair and McCree's voice actors sound very similar to each
It is
other.
only by the further Aethys withdrew, the weaker you became.
It does sound like him though, I admit.
Him to
It
the
does.
Deadfire Archipelago. I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul, and proximity to it has brought you back.
Misfortune's brewing topside. Maglans fires, the captain stirs.
An old... Engrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead. Now what's this about?
Pirates. They're demanding parley with you, Captain.
I know this is asking a lot, but you better arm yourself and get on deck. Should be some gear in there.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Now make some use of it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Adair and McCree are the same voice actors. I wouldn't be surprised because they do sound very similar.
The pirates of Deadfire are notorious. I said...
Yeah, but essentially after I finish the tutorial, I can then hire custom characters, and then while making the custom characters, I'm gonna need your input a lot because we're gonna be essentially making you and Anthony, so I'm gonna need your input. Yeah. Lovely, yeah, but only if it's okay with you, because I don't want you to like feel forced or anything. So if you don't want to, it's okay. But if you do want to, then cool. Because there can be up to 5 people in a group, so then... Loki, I thought you were asking for Anthony about the classes. Oh, no, I was asking both of you.
A little sloop, lost and alone in the storm.
Oh, you meant for my class? Oh shit. So, you didn't mean to make me the rogue, you meant to make Anthony the rogue. Oh shit.
I'll be taking your ship now.
I don't mind being a rogue monk, I don't mind.
I am a gentleman of fortune. Give her up easy, and I'll see you get
So,
a swift death. It'll be
sh
bloody and agonising, sure. But at least it'll be quick.
should we hop back? Should... Okay, in that case then Wendy, should we head back to the character creator and figure out my character? Or do you think that rogue slash monk is a good fit for me? Because we could easily go back and just fix up my character.
You know, I always thought that room was missing something.
Is that supposed to provoke me? Nah. I
Yes,
won't
so
be
what do you
riled
think?
by
Should
the
we head
likes
back
of
to
you.
the character creator for a
Listen
sec
up,
and
mates.
fix up my character?
I'm off to spear me a bigger fish. One with sharper teeth like. I'm trusting you lot not to cock this up. Don't damage the sloop.
Yeah,
with your teeth.
okay, bet.
Play with...
You had bandwidth!
Sorry, bandits. We'll be right with you. Now I feel like an idiot. Oh, no. Okay. So to skip. Okay. Because when I saw you pick rogue, I'm like, oh, am I rogue? But I'm like, no, like because I thought you would like recommend paladin or warrior, but no, okay. But no, I do agree. Anthony should be a rogue. I agree with that. But so if Anthony's gonna be part 1 rogue, what's Anthony's part 2 gonna be? It could be wizard, because then he can make himself invisible. He can, you know, throw fire around. He could be a part cipher, so he can like mess with opponents' minds. Like I'm like thinking of what else we could make him. And then for you, I'm thinking druid, and then chanter, or maybe ranger chanter, or a ranger wizard, or just we'll get to that.
An agent you can...
We've already spoken with your Master Dwarf. We can keep going.
Sit. Please.
Hey, Bereth. Paladin Fighter. Oh. See,
Does everything good?
the cool thing about a Paladin Fighter is they're stupidly tanky. And if you believe that it fits with my personality, because you know me best, let's do it. So, oh, and then before I rush ahead too much, what race do you think I should be? A Mawa, dwarf, elf, godlike, human? Orlins are amazing. This is an Orlin. They're amazing. They're adorable. So the Amawa are like absolute giants. They're huge. And so dwarves, of course, you know. Elves, you know. Godlike. So godlike are essentially they're born normal children from like two human or two Amawa parents or whatever. But then as they grow up, they start changing like this, like physically changing. So godlike are pretty rare. But do we go Amawa? But I'm gonna be a biggie boy. This doesn't. I'll take towering physique because I get a resistance to paralyzations and stuff. So fighter. I'm assuming I'm gonna be more like tanky. So I could go unbroken. Discipline barrage. Paladin. So Paladins are weird in that they have a ton of subclasses that you have to pick one of them. The Bleak Walkers are like evil paladins. The Darkosi Paladini are like rich people paladins, so screw them. The Goldpack Knights are mercenaries who are very strict with their contracts. If a Darkosi Paladin, I mean, if a Goldpack Knight makes a contract with you, he will follow it by the letter, like he will not break from it either. The kind wayfarers are like friendly paladins who will, if you're dirt poor and you need help to like get somewhere safely, a kind wayfarer will help you for free. He will keep you safe for free. The shield bearers of Saint Elka are like your stereotypical paladin, if I could say that. The holier than thou, may the light smite thee kind of paladin. And the Steel Garrote are also evil paladins. So which like paladin order would you think belongs or fits better? Because I'm thinking kind wayfarer, because I would want to do that shit. I want to help people out. I want to help people out for free. But it's up to you. But like for like a placeholder, I'll pick kind wayfarer. Lay on hands, yes. The ones with the flames of devotion. Oh, sure. Gain flames. Oh yeah, kind wayfarer is bit. Very sweet. Yeah. Okay. So the kind wayfarers. Okay. Perception, intellect, pretty important, but resolve. I do get. I'll put that to 12, and then. Okay. So the Ixomatls, the closest to South Africa, Laborer. My weapons are gonna be the Great Sword and the Shield. Body armor will go with the same, black and dark green. Skin color, don't care. Hair, don't care. My homie's bald though, so let's do that. Oh, my tattoos are golden, so we'll go with that. We'll go with...
Let's go!
Pose, stoic, bit.
Go
We've
forth
already
at-
spoken. Okay. See you soon, better. Okay, so now we've got myself sorted out. So next up, do you want to do Anthony next or yourself next? Because fighter paladins, other than being stupidly hard to kill, they're not very complicated to play. So I can just stand there and swing my sword and not worry about too much. So the next thing is you or Anthony. Which do you prefer to like work on next? Hey, McCree.
The return to your Adair Wall.
Oh, how you feeling?
Live.
Alive.
I hate
The voice.
had me. It is a the.
Okay,
I know
we've
not
already read this, we can go past it.
Misfortune.
Get my
All right.
stuff. Get my greatsword. My shield.
The pirates of Deadfire are notorious.
Well, whatever I'll be taking you.
Well, at least
I
Yeah,
am a
we've
giver
already
up
spoken
easy.
with you, so I can speed
I'll
run this
see-
one.
I'll-
get armed and suited up. We gotta get on.
Yep. Basic attacks only. Flames of Devotion. Smite this one.
Defend the ship!
Okay, he's done. Kick this boy's ass over here. Is Irena okay? Where's Irena? Okay.
Storm's picking up! Take cover!
Oh, and the game sometimes has scenes like this. So, at first I'll just narrate them and edit what I'm doing. But if you like, just tell me and then I can just go through. You've defeated the pirates, but you're not out of trouble yet. The storm picks up, lashing her ship and driving it dangerously close to a rocky shore. The Defiance crews hurries to reduce sail and batten down the hatches. They work quickly, but the ship is listing heavily. Just then, a loose crate tumbles toward you, gathering speed on the rain-slick deck. It misses you, but knocks Chitupek, one of your deckhands, off his feet. The Defiant heaves. Chitupek pitches over the side. He grabs onto the rail, but his fingers are slipping. He cries out for help. Meanwhile, the runaway crate totters on the edge of the deck, ready to plunge overboard. You recognize the symbol on the front and realize it likely contains the salvage from Kaid Nua, your keep. I choose to rescue Chitupek. You grab Chitupek's arm just as his grip fails. For a tense moment he hangs, suspended over the roiling sea. Then, with a mighty tug, you pull him back onto the deck. You hear a heavy splash. The crate from Kaid Nua's gone. Chitupek, meanwhile, nods in gratitude and hurries to his station. Meanwhile, the storm has nearly driven you ashore. A flash of lightning reveals a treacherous coastline and Aethys striding into the distance. The lookout barely has time to shout a warning before the Defiant runs aground. Oh shit! I thought that was the end of it, my bad. Okay, and now it's the tutorial, and after that I go talk with Inky, but I can hire you and everything. Okay. Hey there, I'm in McCree. How's it going, Chief?
You've been getting a lot
Hello,
of
yeah,
sleep
hey
so
Wendy.
far on
Hello.
this trip. I'd have woke you, but
Yeah,
you
sorry,
were so
did
worried about
the stream
ship,
lag
you
here for a bit?
stopped
Okay.
worrying. So far, it's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lord. I worried you were in for another long sleep.
Where are we?
Don't know, but it's real pretty.
Difficult to say for
I think it
certain.
is McCree though.
The Deadfire is spotted with islands, some quite small. The good news is that if the storm hasn't spun us round entirely, I'd say we're in charted waters. I believe the Valian Trading Company operates in the region, hence that little visit from that wretched pirate captain.
Let's get going.
Let's see about the other survivors. And somehow we gotta get the ship repaired. I don't want to be paddling out of here on a salvage raft.
For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. If nothing else, we may be able to hire on a shipwright. My lord, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
So, because my character is a paladin, I'm gonna pick like very sacred sounding choices. Pereth has given me a sacred duty. I am to hunt Aethys for the other gods.
I've had worse jobs. Of course, cleaning stables won't get you stepped on by a god most days.
A perilous endeavor indeed. Castle or no castle, you are still my lord, and I will aid you to the best of my ability.
Well, I suppose we better get a move on.
Let's go. So, a dare, I'm gonna have him be a swashbuckler. Or no, fighter purist or swashbuckler. Because Anthony's already gonna be our rogue, I'm assuming. Yeah, let's go swashbuckler.
Of course. Could be a fight. Let's go.
Oh, and is the audio okay, Vandy? Because I don't want my audio to like be buggy or anything.
Yeah?
Watcher, over here.
What's up?
It is good to see you well, Watcher. I believe the Boers were hoping for easy meat. The bosun, Beedle, is in that cave over there. Ran in after a boar. Stubborn old dwarf.
I'll look for Beedle.
I will see to a campfire. Perhaps someone will see the smoke and come to lend us aid. Take care within that cave, Captain.
Okay, let's go.
I guess we're not the first to head this way.
Keeping quiet.
Wait, look there.
Take him.
Hey.
Okay, select myself. There you go.
Sure.
Could be a fight.
Let's pick up Anthony's arm.
Steady does it. Damn pirates! Andra, take your scabrous souls for fish food.
Bayadol. Still alive and calling everybody scabrous, I see. Well, now we got a bosun. Just need a boat.
Adair! And I see that corpse we've been carting around is looking a sight more sprightly. Good to see the two of you, but mind your step. I've got myself in a spot of trouble. Been trying to find a way past without losing a leg or getting a face full of poison.
I see. Yeah, my phone is being down. Oh, it's okay. So it's okay. Hopefully it doesn't
No.
like
It's a
it
good
isn't
thing
too
none of them
bothersome.
were of the exploding variety. Eld Ingram would have gotten a kick out of that, I bet. It's just bats and stinking corpses in this cave. You find anyone else?
We have a campfire going on the beach.
Then I'll head that way myself. See you on the beach, Captain.
Okay, sorry, I just added a thingy in chat.
Keep it down. Trouble up ahead.
Okay. So this
What do you
fight
need?
is annoying. So Adair, just be a tanky son of a bitch. Myself, stand right over there.
Let's go!
Barrage for yourself. Attack.
Take him down!
Dude, is he gonna die anytime soon? There you go.
I hope nobody saw that.
Okay, I keep missing. What am I doing? There you go.
What's a metal killing machine doing out here by himself in a cave anyway? Collecting his thoughts? Let's take a look. Hmm?
Let's go!
There you go.
Sure, will do.
Guess I wasn't so hard.
Oh, so in this loading screen, the person in the middle, that's Pelagina, she's cool. Person to her right shoulder, that's Seraphim. Right behind him is Alof. And of course, person on her left is my dear boy Adair. Adair. Okay. Now we save our crew member that's up here.
Help! Somebody! Perco Blanca!
The deck of the Defiant is well out of reach from here. The ship groans like a beached whale each time the waves roll in, but it doesn't seem to be drifting further. You may be able to climb up. Scale by hand. You climb nimbly up the side of the ship and reach the top without so much as breaking a sweat. Adair is not far behind, pulling himself up and over the railing beside you. Sweet. Buenos dias, Irena. ¿Cómo estás?
You're looking better, Casita. That, or worse off than I thought. It's my leg, Matico. It hurts even worse than it looks.
Hang on. I'll carry you back down.
Quite romantic, Casita. I'll try not to hold it against you if you drop me.
Okay. Now we go pick up Irena over here. Sorry, Villa, my bad.
Is that you? You woke just in time for the fun. Fighting off motherless raiders one moment, flung into the freezing depths of Ondra's bosom the next. Aye. Magran learns us poor bastards that a little excitement's good for the heart.
Even the gods can't break me, Andrew.
Some others might think that blasphemy. But when Magran hears it, Captain, oh, she knows you're filled with a fire.
I'm full with something.
Can we go back on the ship now?
Villa, don't let Ingrid be a bad influence while I'm gone.
That's unkind. You're the one decided to pluck this wean from the wilds of Aer Glanfith. Blame that stone steward of yours for bringing the furry maid along.
Uncle Engram, you promised me ale.
Later, sweetie. Uncle Engram's thirsty too.
Bastard. Okay, we leveled up. Arcana and diplomacy. Skills wise, I need deeper faith. Okay. There. Athletics and streetwise. Discipline barrage. What are my favorite dispositions? As long as I don't pick skullduggery and cruelty, I should be okay. Come on, Adair. Okay, so we're gonna stop by the tavern and we're gonna hire 2 custom characters and that'll be the both of you. Sweet. Okay, that's just the DLC. In the distance, you see a simple wagon. The angle at which it rests on the road, one side jutting above the other, suggests that it has been damaged or disabled. Even from your vantage, you can make out Kith milling around it. Sneak closer to observe. As you near the cart, you make out a group of Retzieren pilgrims in rough-spun linens and cottons. A single draft horse stamps at the ground impatiently, as two of the pilgrims argue over the front right wheel, which seems hopelessly stuck in the mud. Approach openly. One of the pilgrims notices you. Your step back draws the attention of the others, and a man in well-worn gambeson steps forward. The weight of deep concern hangs on his face. Did the dreams bring you here as well? The other pilgrims look at you with a mix of apprehension and hope. I'm following Aethys. The older pilgrim's mouth opens in amazement. You hear a gasp from another. They look to each other, excitement in their eyes. Praise him, the old man cries out. We are not alone. We had the dreams too. We saw the 3 stars sailing through the sky, piercing the black of a storm cloud. Figured it must be him, Aethys, calling to us, so we came here, to the place we saw in our dreams. The pilgrims look around, matching their sleeping memory to the present. We saw the giant pass, with 3 stars on his brow, but, he says, and gestures to the wagon stuck in the mud. Sad to say, we could not follow him. We all stuck as stuck gets. None of us are strong enough to lift that corner up to get something under it. More than one of us tries and we just get in each other's way. The other pilgrims nod and stretch, suddenly remembering their aching bodies. Let me take a look. A brief inspection reveals that the wagon is undamaged, but the wheel is stuck fast in the mud. Attempt to lift the corner of the wagon. Adair, you want to give it a try? Adair squares themselves to the wagon's corner, squats deep, and rests the wheel up from the mud with a grunt. Sweet. Smiling, their leader presses a small pouch of coins into your hand. We appreciate the help. Without you, who knows how long we would have been stranded out here. They begin to prepare their wagons as you take your leave. Sweet. The old man calls out to you as you go. Take care of yourself and your soul, traveler. Whether you came for Aethys or not, we know in our hearts that he has come for us. Sweet. Oh, because I kind of do Anthony, I'll be last. Bet. So, because we're right now in the village, I can just recruit Jyoti, and then we'll go head to the bar, sell some of our older stuff, and then we can make Anthony, and then we'll make.
Crowd's about.
What if the giant comes this way?
Please, everyone stay calm.
Hey, Claudio. So, you let me know if I should narrate the parts of the grey text, but if you don't want me to, then it's good.
Please, everyone remain calm. I assure you I will do everything in my power to get you the answers you need. Our friends among the Huana
have offered you hospitality and safety from the storms.
Yes, yes. I think we are all keenly aware of the debt of gratitude we owe to the...
I have personally seen to the safety of your homes. Now you will do the same for our families.
What about our families?
What about the ships? How are we supposed to feed ourselves? If everyone would...
It's one of the pirates.
I'm not a pirate.
Everyone stay calm. I think it's clear our guest is nothing of the sort. Two of my guards reported a ship.
Don't worry about the grey
flying
parts,
deer
Ben.
wooden
Okay.
colors. Fallen prey to a private vessel. That would be your ship, I assume.
That would make him lucky. Your own vessels do not usually fare so well.
Quite.
I just need some repairs and I'll be on my way.
Perca Blanca, everyone, forgive me. I believe this matter requires my attention. You have my word that I will keep you apprised of any changes. Especially you, Mr. Ikawa.
Do not flatter me with Valian titles. You are distracted with your newcomer and wish me gone. But I will not go far, Governor Clario.
Giralde. As for you, stranger, let us speak at my estate. We'll discuss your predicament.
Okay. We recruit Jyoti. Hey Jyoti.
Accept the light, and you shall be redeemed.
Sefutito, Madicchio, I did not sign up to be burned.
What do you think you're doing?
Idling, that's what. Making ourselves feel all requited. We just missed one of the biggest reapings of all time. What about the souls that need us?
Do not push me on this, you wayward child. You'd leave the living forlorn to service the dead?
Here, I'll light them all at once.
That's one way to do it.
Hell yeah, it is. I call that the... Are you by any chance looking to help the people I saw die in my dreams? I'm guessing you're not here for
Ash?
that.
Yeah, once again, they do sound familiar. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it is Ash, because once again, Jyoti and Ash do sound pretty similar. I'm looking for an Adra statue, yay high, inhabited by Aethys.
I knew it. Gon's been calling me here. Left the breadcrumbs in my dreams.
Bro, the accents are heavy. I know, I love it. Because I myself have a heavy accent, whenever I meet a character in like a game or a movie that also has a heavy accent, I love it.
I need to get inland. If you're going, I could help you. Swear on my soul.
Who are you?
Oh, hell. Now where are my manners? I'm Shodi, child of the
Shoti,
Dawn
so-
Stars and priestess to Gon, at your service.
You're a princess of Gorn, not Aethys?
Darn right I am. Why? You know an awful lot about Gon?
Gorn's an aspect of Aethys.
I think you mean he's all what's left. You did hear. Aethys died, yeah? When summer and spring have passed us on, well, that just leaves us autumn and winter and gone.
Well, that's a rather interesting deal.
Figure I'm a bit unorthodox, but that doesn't mean I'm wrong.
More than unorthodox, it's profane.
Why do you want to go inland?
There are souls needing their last rites. I ought to shine them the light, else they might get lost.
Enough nonsense, Jyoti. No one knows if
Jyoti.
anyone's even died. You've no business going in there, risking your own safety, risking our mission.
Wenglyff, you guide the living and I guide the dead. Gon bids it and I dreamed it. Leave it be. We all serve our purposes. So what's yours?
I'm a watcher.
So you can see souls? That's a handy talent to have. I know my harvesting would benefit from it. And here you are, following my god. Watcher, will you take me with you?
A fine proposition. I'd enjoy the company of a priestess.
I know an offer rare as hen's teeth when I hear it. Yeah, I'm taking it. You won't regret this.
Hey.
And this right here, Wendy, is where these two start and where I get mad. This is where these two start.
At least take care, child. Come back to us in one piece. If not for my sake, then Salwyn's.
So don't tell her. What the High Priestess doesn't know won't hurt her.
She's our priest. And Adair wants to have a word. Sup, Adair? That's good.
The children of the Dawn Stars. I wondered if we'd run into them
Oh,
down here.
yes. And right here is where I lost my shot. With Adair.
There's someone I used to know. Just an old friend. Came out here to settle with them last I heard. Maybe we should ask around. See if she's still out here. Might be she can help us.
Just a friend, huh?
How did you know her?
Oh, well, both grew up in Gilded Vale. Same temple.
Your cheeks are red.
Alright, alright. We used to, you know. She was real loud, too. Used to have to cover her mouth or she'd get the dog howling in the next room.
I get the picture.
I knew you'd understand. You're gonna like her. I got a good feeling.
No, I'm not, because it's your wife. Correct. Okay, now let's go pick up you and Anthony. How much money do we have? Because we do have to pay some cash. 353.
It's not right. I came here on the first ship. Why doesn't
I see those emojis down there.
They're bigger than you. And
Oh, yeah. I don't think I will like her, Adair. Because it's your wife, but you know. I don't think she'll like me either, because I'm trying to shoot my shot with you, Adair. And I do have to admit, I haven't gotten very far with this game, because I wanted to save it for streams like this, so I haven't really touched it. So anything past like the second island, I don't know. So it's still a bit new to me. Okay. Sup, barkeep?
What do we do if there are no more ships?
Die of starvation
Join
or
mine,
disease.
sorry.
We haven't. Guessing you're the one came in off that
Um,
shipwreck down south. Not sure if that's good luck or bad, but
Let me see what you have.
didn't think you had 2 copper pieces to rub together.
Okay. First up is Anthony. Let's do this, Vandi. Anthony's up first. So, male. Okay, so, Vandi. Is Anthony a Mawa, dwarf, elf, godlike, human, or an Orland? What do you think? Because I'm thinking elf, but it could also be a godlike. But you know him best. What do you think Anthony is more like? I should put my earbuds off to the side. But yeah, it's because Anthony could also be a human, of course. But you know, like I'll put the races in the chat that I think would work. Elf. Elf bit. Okay, so Anthony's gonna be an elf. I'll have be a wood elf because that's more to Anthony's style. Multi-class. Okay, bit. So now comes the question: what's this boy's class gonna be like? So I'm thinking rogue, but then I don't know like what subclass or what to combo with him. Like a we could go Cypher. Let me see Cypher a bit. Yeah, a recent discovery in the Eastern Reach. Cyphers were once called British Golden. of the Glanfas. Ciphers have the ability to directly contact and manipulate another person's soul and psyche. So they're like mind controllers kind of thing, and they can use your soul against you. So ciphers are scary, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, and their rogue cipher bit. So rogue is going to be his primary. So rogues, of course, have a couple of subclasses, but there's this. It's just fits him too well. Exactly, I agree. I can see that, but Debonair is. I think Debonair fits Anthony. As charming as they are devious, these rogues use cleverness and diplomacy to achieve their goals, often acting only in self-interest. Oh, never mind. Never mind, Debonair is not Anthony. because I saw charming and I thought, oh, it's Anthony, but no, okay. So what? So do we go with a subclass for him, or do we just go with like a normal rogue? Because assassins do more damage, but they receive more. Street fighters are like tanks. They're not really rogues. Tricksters are great. They're far more difficult to kill than normal rogues, but they don't do a lot of backstab damage in comparison to other rogues. Street Fighter, yeah, so how the Street Fighter works is if Anthony is being attacked by multiple opponents, he fights better. And if he isn't fighting multiple opponents, he fights worse. And if he's being flanked or if he's being bloodied, or so he's really hurt, he fights better. If he's not being attacked by multiple opponents, he doesn't fight as well. Yeah, that's him. Bet. Okay, Street Fighter. Yeah, and the description is Street Fighters excel when the odds are against them, becoming especially deadly when they're outnumbered. Bet. Street Fighter. Crippling Strike. Okay, so next up is Cypher. So Anthony becomes a Mind Stalker. And out of the subclasses for Cypher, what do you think fits Anthony well? Because Soul Blade, like, but he does his best 1v1. He does. We could go Assassin, because they are beastly in 1v1s. But Street Fighters, they are good at 1v1s, but they just do better when there are like multiple people attacking them. But because like Trickster could be an option, but Street Fighter fits him better. But when it comes to ciphers, at least, like I personally think Soul Blade, but Ascendant could also work, or Beguiler. Yeah, I like Street. Yes, Street just fits him better. I agree. But for Cypher, I have to look. Okay, bet. I'll let Ascendant, I'll let you look at Ascendant first, and then just put into chat next, and then I'll go down to the next one. Go down, bet Beguiler. Down, Soul Blade. Damn, science. Blade? Yeah, I agree. Blade. For his first ability, Mind Wave? Yeah. I mean, you also get to decide this one, so which should his first Cipher ability be? Because not that Soul Shock if it like, or just Mind Wave, where the Cipher violently lashes out at an enemy dealing raw, and the cool thing is, raw damage, you can't dodge it, you can't reduce it, you can't stop it, it's gonna happen. So do you want to read the abilities, or should I handle the abilities and just pick the ones that best fit a Rogue Cipher? Mindwave bit. Stats wise, so because he's a Rogue Cipher, damage is going to be important, so might at 14. He's part Street Fighter, so we should give him some more health. Dexterity, he needs to act fast, so 16. Perception, he needs to be able to actually hit what he's aiming at. Or switch these two around. And intellect, or okay, if you disagree with any of the stats, tell me, and then I'll change them up however we need to. Or if you're happy with that, then let me know. We could bring resolve down slightly to like up something else. Because I don't know, I'm pretty happy with this. But yeah, if you want to change these stats, then just let me know, and then and then I can come back to it. His background, yeah, like so the Deadfire Archipelago is the furthest east. Adair is, it's like the Americas essentially, is the Adair province. It's essentially Canada, America. Deadfire, it's like the Caribbean, but just instead of being west, it's east. The Exomonthle Plains is most like South Africa. Old Valia is like Italy, I guess we could call that. Rawatai is like Russia? No, the white that wins is Russia. Rawatai, I'm guessing Germany. The Living Lands would be like I don't know how to compare the Living Lands to, but do you think Anthony would be Adiri or Deadfire Archipelago? Because he's in Canada right now, so we could pick Adir. He's from Jamaica / Japan, so we could pick Deadfire because it's the closest, I guess. It does up his dexterity, and his dexterity is important. So we could do Deadfire for now. What job do you think Anthony would have had before we hired him? Hunter? Like, no, but Anthony's more like, he's more of a laborer because he's a mechanic. Deadfire? Bet, okay. So Deadfire is a good choice. We could pick laborer because he's a mechanic. Could pick laborer. And it gives him 2 athletics, and higher athletics means he can... Oh, merc? Bet. Mercenary? Blade in battle is your way of life. You solve your problems by pulling out your weapon and applying force. Bet. there's weapons. So, what weapons do you think you should be able to use? Yeah, there's daggers, axes, morning stars, flails, swords, great swords, spears, sabers. Which one do you think would fit Anthony best? Yeah, there's estocks, great swords, hammers, pikes, pole axes, sticks. Because I'm thinking longsword and or longsword and knife. He's always wanted a pole staff, but then he's gonna like this. And we can pick two weapons, so the pole staff is his first one. So the English. What would his second weapon be? So, and the pole staff is a two-handed weapon, so he's gonna hit like a truck with that thing. We could pick him up a shield, we could get him a gun. We could get him a magical implement, because he's a cipher, so a knife, but then knife. Now we get to actually customize him. A gun actually? Bet. Okay. Boop. Okay. Yeah, I don't know which elf looks most like Anthony because all the elves are up here. So yeah, sadly, portraits wise, not a lot of the portraits look like Anthony, which is a shame. But we can at least fix it here. So Anthony is a bit darker, so we can go with that. Yeah, so what should his colors be? And we can change the colors down the line if we so choose. Anthony likes red, right? So we can go with red. Black and grey, bit. Black, grey. His hair color, all black, I'm guessing. Eyes. What are his? Does he have darker eyes? Okay. And we can always change these down the line, so we don't have to be like super strict about them now. Make the hair dark brown, bit. Dark brown, dark brown, dark brown. Heat. Heat. And that's lighter. Can I make it darker? Okay. Black doesn't really suit the character. Oh, sure, okay. Let's see. Oh, so you want him to match his portrait? Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Okay, okay. It looks like he has yellowish eyes. It would fit the portrait more. Okay. Which here's a more angular face. This one's more angular. Okay. The hair is like a. Oh no. Oh, what do you mean? I want him to look more like Anthony. Oh, okay, okay. In that case, then eyes go back to darker-ish. The clothes are fine, skin's fine. Hair, you said dark brown, bit. Okay. Which one of these looks more like Anthony? Face number 2 more. Okay. So for hair, here's all our options. Like, let me know which row and then which number, and then I can pick that. Because hair-wise, we do have some options actually. Could this be more like Anthony's? Yeah, that's more like Anthony's hairstyle, no? But it's like a bit fuzzy at the top. Colors. Okay, so voice. Which voice do you think would suit him best? Oh yeah. I don't. Oh wow, yeah, oh yeah. It looks good. It looks like Anthony's. So, voice-wise, smooth. Yeah, I agree. And pose, and his pose. So, how the poses work is that whenever the character isn't fighting, they will then take this pose. So, so which pose would you think works better with Anthony? Roguish? Let's see. Hand on hip, sassy as shit. Okay. Okay, so if you're happy with the character, let me know and then I can name him. I see those emojis. Anthony standing with sassy as hell, hand on hip. Are there any with crossed arms? Yes, Stoic is crossed armed. Stoic looks good though, on his character, it looks nice. Okay, and as soon as you're happy, let me know and then I can name him and then he's in the world. Yep, bet, okay. That's him. Sweet! Okay. Anthony. So here are his stats. He's our level 1 Mindstalker. He's a Wood Elf from the Archipelago. He was a mercenary. Those are his abilities. At just the start, that's his abilities. So he has a lot of abilities. Sweet. Now, Wendy, it is your turn! Okay. Go on, Anthony. Spawn on in, sir.
Batso, I hate talking to you.
Okay, let's save the game.
Still kicking, eh? What? It's slim.
Okay. Gonna sell your crossbow. Sell this. This. One of the guns. Two of the shields. This. We can sell this first off. Okay. And now it's your turn, Wendy. Now it's your turn! Okay. So. Game, can you cooperate? Thank you. Female. Okay. So which of these races do you feel like being? A Mawa, Dwarf, Elf, Godlike, Human, or an Orland? Because I think, personally, you would like the Moon Godlike. I think you would like these ones. But it's up to you. It's up to you. Yes, bet. Okay. Godlike, Moon Godlike. Body. Yeah, so because the Godlike can come from any race, their body type can match any race. So which body type would you prefer? Human, Dwarf, Elf, Orland, Amawa? Yeah. We could go human, so okay, human bed. Multi-class. Okay, now comes the important bit. What do you prefer for this one, sis? What do you prefer? And because this will be your character, you get to decide all the abilities, all the stats, all the everything. You get to determine it because it's your character. Druid wizard? Okay. Druid. Okay, so which kind of druid would you like to be? We'll start with animist, and then whenever you're ready, just tell me, and then we can scroll down. A druid wizard, you're gonna fling so many spells at them, it's not even funny. You're gonna throw so many spells. There's fireball after fireball, it's gonna... oh, the enemy's gonna suffer. Fury? Good. Okay. And which of these abilities would you like first? Winter's Wind. Okay. Yeah, this ability is awesome, so if anyone tries to rush you, you just use this to send them back and you damage and freeze them. Okay, you said wizard, so that's a sorcerer. Okay. Whew. Yes, yeah, there you go. Yeah, Winter's Wind's great. Someone thinks that they can bum rush you, just get back, and you just see this massive cold wind just yeet, throws them away. Blood Mage, but yeah, devoted to the belief that blood. Yeah. As soon as you're ready, let me know. I'll pick Blood Mage if you want. Enchanter? Okay. Enchanter for sure, bit. Okay. I'm only gonna show you what the enchanting ones are. You have Fleet Feet, Spirit Shield, Eldritch Aim. But yeah, no, you can pick from any of these, but yeah. The ones that I highlighted are ones that are enchanting. But yeah, all of these spells are available to you to choose from. Ghost Blades. Oh, okay. Yeah, so thankfully, Ghost Blades can't friendly fire, because what they do is you summon like ghost spears to like fly from below you, and any enemy that they hit gets hobbled, and it takes slash and pierce damage. Yeah, Ghost Blades is a nice skill. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and these abilities are your starter skills, so don't worry about it being your only spell. It's only starter. The parasitic staff. Yes. So how this works is it replaces your wand. If you like, any weapon that you have in your hand at the time gets replaced by the staff. And then anyone that you smack with the staff, their health gets leached up towards you instead. Like, the damage you cause gets given to you as health. Staff bit, okay. Boop. Okay, and now your stats. So I do have to give like an overview of some of the stats. So might determines how much damage your spells and attacks do. Constitution, of course, how much health you have. Dexterity, how quickly you can do things. Perception, how accurate you are. Intellect is how long your abilities last. And if your spell can affect an area, how wide the area is that it can affect. Resolve is reducing the amount of time that an enemy spell lasts on you. So if someone throws a fireball at you, if you have high resolve, it won't burn you for as long as someone who has lower resolve than you. So that's like an overview of all the stats real quick. So we have a couple of points to spend, so just let me know where you want them. Do it for you? Sure, okay. Put this to 12. You're not going to be on the front lines too much, so 12. Actually, we're going to get you nature's balm, so don't have to worry about that. So, your location, do you want it done for you as well? Because, I don't know, I can get you one that fits well with your stats at least. Because the one that's closest to America and Canada is Ediors, we could pick that one. Ixamatl is the closest to South Africa. Deadfire is the closest to Jamaica, because it's like several smaller like islands, or I mean like the Caribbean. Old Valia, I guess, could be like, what did I compare it to again? Ravatai. What Advance would be Russia. The Living Lands, it's like, what's very mountainous? I don't know actually. I think a deer. Actually, okay. If we're going purely by stats, I would pick Old Valia for you, because it increases your intelligence up to 18. So we could pick this if we're looking purely for stats. So I'll pick Old Valia for now, and then we can decide later if we want to change it. But so, what was your job before we hired you just now? Were you an aristocrat, an artist, a colonist, a dissident, drifter, hunter, laborer, mercenary, merchant? What were you before we hired you? Because we could go laborer for you, because you can get athletics from that, and the athletics helps with, if you're hurt, you can use second wind to get some health back. We could go dissident, because it helps with stealth, but you're a druid, so stealth isn't really your forte. Hunter, but then it doesn't fit with the druid thing. could go Drifter, because druids sometimes wander about. Could go Aristocrat now. We could go Artist, because you are very artsy. Sorry, the phone like, no, it's all good. Don't worry about it. But yeah, which of these career paths would you like the most? A colonist could be good because it still gives you athletics and some survival. Artist gives you mechanics, history, and insight. Mechanics is great for hunter, because it gives you survival, mechanics, and alchemy. Sweet. Your weapons, what would you prefer? Because you're going a druid, like a druid wizard, you could go with a magical implement, because I guess it fits with the character, so we could go with this. And the scepter, it's gonna take up both of your hands, because the other hand's gonna be holding your spellbook. The rod, I think it's one-handed, but so you can have like another weapon in the other hand. The wand is great because the wand, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it attacks so quickly that you can cast a spell in between it and be fine. Whereas the scepter, it takes a while in between attacks, so you can't throw out spells too frequently. Due to you only having 12 constitution, I don't recommend a one-handed weapon, but it's still up to you. It's your character. You could go with a pike, because it has a longer reach than the other weapons, so you can stay safe and like shank people. Spear is cool, because you can like fight defensively with it, if you have a shield with you. Guns are great, it's just it takes ages to reload, but if it hits it bloody hurts. The wand is an option, because you can fire off spells in between your attack with the wand, because it fires quickly. The rod's a good option. It's like a rod is like a balance between the scepter and the wand. Whereas the scepter itself, you have to hold onto your spellbook while you're using the scepter. What else? I could get you a quarterstaff, so you could just bonk people over the head with a big stick. Greatsword could work. But yeah, what do you prefer for your weapons? Because I would recommend these two weapons. That's what I would recommend, because if I remember correctly, the wand does crush damage, whereas the longbow does slash and pierce. So whatever enemy we are going up against, if you can't throw a spell at it, at least your bow or wand can help us in that fight. Because there are certain enemies where you can't throw a spell at, where it would like not hurt them and instead hurt us instead. So I'll go with this for now, and if you want to change, then just let me know. I could have changed that. Let's get you a nice portrait. Okay, this one or this one? God, I hit this one. No, it's okay. It's okay. envelope you chose. I'm sorry. No, no, it's okay. The Silver Moon one. Yeah. Colors. Yes, which colors would you prefer? But yeah, no. Don't worry too much. You don't have to apologize either. The fact that you're here is like amazing for me, so don't worry about it. Eyes wise, we could match the portrait if you'd like, or we could go for something. Okay, so you did dye your hair blue, so we could go with like that light blue dye you had. Eyes wise, how noticeable are the differences? Oh, it's the actual like people. Okay, okay, okay. Colors wise, that depends on you. You could go with any color. Silver eyes bit. And the weapons I chose were the wand and the hunting bow. If you want something different, let me know, and then we can go back and look at the other options. It's up to you. And black and blue clothes bit. Black and blue. We could go the reverse if you choose. Okay, but let's go the black and blue like you recommend. Okay, hair. I hope it's good. I hope the hair is good. Yeah, if you'd like to change the hair color, let me know. Head-wise, yeah, we only really have two options. One or two. Because two has the smaller crest, whereas one has the like bigger crest that like goes behind. The first one, or the second one, matches the portrait more, but and hair-wise, which hair fits the best with your kind of hair? I like one bit. Let's go with one. Sweet. Okay, that's one. Okay, so which hair would you prefer? Because the hair that I have right now, I think, looks good with you. And because we could go with this. What is like a ponytail over there? Ponytail big. Okay, so this is the mood. Okay, voice. What would you prefer?
Onward! Yeah! After him! Death to our enemies! Finish them! Charge! Stand together! No prisoners!
Mystic bit.
Silence surrounds me.
Okay, and pose. Sassy bit. Woo! Look at that pose! Okay. Are you happy with the character? If you are, let me know, and then I can name and then we can go. Yes, bit. Okay, sweet. This is funded. Okay. Whew. Yeah, these are your stats, starting abilities, your other like secondary stats. Let's go. Hey, all of us are here! Okay. Actually, can I hear oh. Okay. I did okay, actually, I think we can change it, can't we? We can change that. Hold on, hold on. Why can't I go back to...
Yeah.
I can't look at Vandy's character sheet? What? Oh, now I can. Sweet.
Yes? Yeah?
What is it? Yeah? Yes?
So this Sinister...
What is it? Hey, what is it?
oh, she sounds sassy. Sinister sounds sassy, right?
Right, yes? What is it?
So do you prefer Sinister, or do you want to stay with Mystic?
Yeah? Yes?
That's the one, Sinister? Bet, okay, cool. Okay, let's sort out our formations. Anthony, you're next to me. Jyoti, you're there. Vandy, you're between. Because Adair is gonna take the brunt of the attacks, and then we'll follow up with him. Actually, no, I should be next to it. Yeah, Adair. You should be like this. Vandy, you're there. Okay. Okay, now we have to go get Odorisi's notes. Formation sets nice. Before I forget, Anthony, there's your armor. There's your main weapon for now, until we can get you a knife. Vandy, there's your body armor. Here's your main weapon, until we can get you a wand. Okay, let's go. Leave town on foot. I'll see if I can fix the audio, because it is a bit quiet. There you go. The game audio should be a bit better now, so we can actually hear the music. food. Whew. The trail before you seems thoroughly disturbed by erratic tracks. Sparse plants to the immediate sides of the path roughly mangled. A struggle may have occurred here. We ask you, Vandy, to search the area. A dry and ropey vine has been pulled taut across the path and inexpertly covered in dirt. You ask Anthony to disarm the trap. Anthony quietly disarms the trap and collects its component parts. Search for the Zorips. You hear a series of quiet chirps and growls ahead. Make out the movement of small forms through the undergrowth. Sneak closer and observe. You creep closer, parting the grass for a better view. A handful of Zorips hiss and snap at one another, shaking their spears in their scaled fists. They stab over the apparent source of their argument, a small pile of loot, likely stolen from other travelers. Ambush and attack. Okay. Let's put our group to the test.
Wait, look there.
Sharp eyes.
What do you need?
Anthony, you're right there. Kick that dude's ass. Vandy, would you mind casting a spell on me? Shorty, you can just fight that guy with Anthony, I guess.
Nope. Hey.
I sound great. Yeah, I know. You picked a good voice.
Let us end this.
Hey, that was you. But yeah, your character or characters in the game usually speak up when something happens. So let's say you cast a spell, Vandy, your voice will boom over everyone else's voice as you say the spell. Same with Anthony. While Anthony is casting a spell, his voice will boom over everyone's. So choosing a voice is actually pretty nice. You get to see it a lot.
I've got it. Right.
Yes, and I'm very happy with Anthony's. Yes, Anthony's voice sounds badass. And because Anthony's a cipher, as he damages enemies, he can gain spell power. So when he starts his spell, you just hear it over everyone else, just Anthony's voice saying the spell. It's so cool. And I just can't wait to throw Anthony into a heap of enemies and watch him just tear them apart. Because he's a street fighter. So when he's fighting like 3 enemies, they're thinking, we got a drop on this one. As he just, boom, wipes them out. Now let me see. And what else can I say? Oh yeah, so because I don't want to stream this without having at least one of you present, because when you level up, I want you to be able to decide how your character progresses. So whenever there's a level up and you're in the stream, I'll just let you know, hey, here are the options, you pick, and then you can decide what to do.
Watcher, wait. If you'll spare me a minute, I'd like to perform a last rite for these poorly departed souls. Please, Watcher. Without my guidance, they might have a hard time finding the light.
There are no departed souls here.
What do you mean? Just look at all these corpses.
I'm a watcher. If there were souls here, I'd be able to see them.
Well, that's a problem. How am I supposed to serve my duty if there ain't any souls to shepherd?
I'll let you know when we are close to a soul.
I do thank you for that, Watcher. But I also believe it's better to be safe than sorry. So if you don't mind, I'll just do a call-in real quick.
I'll allow it.
Mighty kind of you. This here's a final call for all souls. Last stop for the lost. Gather round now, I'll cut you loose and haul you into the light. It's my honored duty to reap and shepherd departed souls during their journey to being reborn. With Aethys dead, me and the other Reapers gotta gather as many souls as we can. We'll keep them safe until Gon returns to Hell and can take them into his divine embrace.
What do you mean?
I'm keeping lost souls. And here. And that's all I care to say for now. Let's go.
Okay. Jyoti has a level up.
Yes?
Sorry, Jyoti, I forgot you had a level up, my bad. So because Jyoti isn't one of us, I can take care of her level up. But we do need this.
Trouble up ahead.
Okay. Okay, focus. Fight that. I'm gonna focus.
Take him down.
And fight him. Anthony, I need you to mind wave that thing. Vandu, I'm gonna need you to shock everything in this area. Jyoti, cast the spell for me.
Moeth Ixi Ona.
Yeah!
Finish them!
Yeah!
Be right there.
Of course.
Oh.
Nice. Dude, you shocked the crap out of them, Vandy. This one tase, half of them go down.
On it.
Keeping quiet.
Wait, look there.
Hey.
How you do? Focus. Myself, fight that. Vandu, would you mind shocking everything here for me? Thank you. Anthony, would you mind tearing that one thing apart right there? Just go and kick his ass. Jyoti, lesser weapons.
Moeth, Ixie, Alnath. Ah, that word and rough.
A dare
What do you need?
A dare got messed up. Anthony, stab the crap out of that thing for us. Vandy. Cast your parasitic staff because there's a light in front of you.
What can I do you for?
We need a healing spell here, Jody.
Moeth, Ixie, Alnath.
Let us end this!
Right.
Anthony, keep being a badass over there. Oh, if you can, Anthony, mind wave. Right there.
Happy to oblige.
Oh, look at you. Fundy, look! It's both of you fighting together.
Yeah.
This is cool. Anthony's about to shank her.
Try this.
Yes?
Fundy. What about this? Blast that thing with so much ice. Jyoti, you can heal all of us. Okay, focus. Focus strike as well.
Ah, that word and rough.
Sweet.
You out there, are the beasts gone?
I took care of the creatures.
Perfetto! We are saved!
Me and the Watcher? We're always happy to help.
Governor Clario must have sent you to rescue us, no? But you do not look like one of his guards.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here.
I told you the governor does not care about us. This is all about profit. For him, the rest of the Valiant.
Caloste, you are here. And that is what matters.
What are you all doing?
Hiding, of course.
We were taking measurements of the luminous Adra when something strange began happening.
Fascinating. The pillar started to dim. The ground shook, and our instruments showed unusual variations.
That's when those of us with a grain of sense got into the cage.
What happened then?
The Colossus. Some kind of construct made from luminous Adra. It passed through the arena toward the pillar. Moments later, the pillar went dark, and all of our colleagues outside the cage froze. Like they turned to ash.
That is when the panthers and worms showed up. Started going through the tents. It was awful, but Engfirth.
Some of our people are still missing in the ruins, including Oderisi, our lead researcher. It is possible he managed to hide.
I'll help him however I can.
Most of the ruins are that way, through the door next to the ramp. If you are going below, you should take Engfirth with you.
Hey, he looks just like... Engfirth knows a great many spells. At first, he even cast fire to chase away the panthers.
Until the flames nearly caught one of the tents.
Regardless, I'm glad you're all safe.
Agrasima, I do not expect the ruins will be any safer. Many of our people remained behind, which has surely attracted more... wildlife. It would be prudent to take help. As long as Engfirth is willing to go.
I would be happy to assist.
I'll gladly accept his help.
Be careful. I'm Miko.
I shall try. Thank you for your discretion. I'm certain you have many questions, but I fear they must wait until we're off this island.
Very well, we'll talk later.
Indeed.
Oh, we don't have room for him. What type should I not? Full squad.
To whispers and shadows.
Yeah, that was you, I think, who said that.
Wait, look there. Could be a fight.
Hey there.
Yeah, I think. I'll stand over there for now. Show you. Lesser weapons. Vandy, would you mind shooting that thing for me? There. Focus. Shank. Myself. I'll focus.
Moe,
Take him down.
Yeah?
Fight that thing over there.
Mm-hmm.
Show them how it's done.
That doesn't feel right.
Well, that's not it.
Nice.
Sure.
Whoa, whoa, look.
Yeah,
Let's go.
It's just one, it doesn't matter. Jeez. I don't even know who landed the killing blow.
Real quiet now.
Whoa, whoa, look.
Yeah?
I do. Anthony, stab.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Fundy. Shock me.
that were then rough.
Jyoti.
Moe, Ixie.
Yeah.
Hey there.
How do you like that?
Hey.
Nice, Anthony.
Right.
What's wrong with the Audra pillar? It doesn't look right.
You place your hand against the pillar of luminous Audra. A dim, warm light emanates from the surface, but it feels cool to the touch. Pinpricks dance along your fingers, uncomfortable, but not painful. A woman's voice, scratchy, distant, and halting, echoes in your mind.
Find your soul in him.
You concentrate, peering into the Audra's energy as you would peer into a soul. Its inner light is blinding, but as you become accustomed to it, you perceive the core of the Audra itself, a churning mass of millions of soul fragments. With a jolt, the energy reaches out to you. The Angwithan ruin fragments around you, breaking into incoherent shapes and dissolving to dust, falling into an infinite well of dark gray vapor. Even the ground itself disintegrates into nothingness. All that remains is the murky expanse of the in-between. The Audra pillar, and a skein of golden threads rooted in the pillar that extend far off into the distance. You focus on the threads. You catch glimpses of memories, your memories, mingled among the memories of thousands of other captive souls. The filaments begin to cohere, rapidly twining into a golden cord. With a muffled crack, the cord ripples outward in a violent wave toward the endless distance. The cord undulates over a space so vast that you lose sight of the wave before it finds its end. Then, a heavy creaking, like the sound of mountains shearing under their own weight, washes through the dull gloom of the in-between. A violent force yanks you along the cord at an incredible speed. The murk of the in-between warps erratically, as though you are observing it through an ill-ground lens. Just as quickly as you were pulled forward, you stop, suspended below a massive figure of ancient carved Audra. Like all Audra, it glimmers with energy, but the souls and memories within it are not flowing down. They churn in a vortex that burns at the heart of the statue's mass in some invisible engine. It is Aethys. The great golden cord terminates in his back, sending pulses of energy throughout his limbs as they move. He walks in long, slow strides toward a brilliant pillar of Audra far in the distance. It shines even more brightly in the in-between than Aethys. From within the teeming throng of souls, dozens of eyes look out to you. Through the cord, their collective anguish and despair push at the edge of your mind.
I reach out to the lost souls.
You reach out to the lost souls, but the incredible power flowing through Aethys' body repulses you. Not even your Watcher powers can penetrate the massive tides of energy crashing through him. The souls sense your efforts and attempt to breach the surface of Aethys' body, but are instantly pulled back down into the deep well at the statue's heart, as though they were pried from the edge of a great precipice. Aethys' stride slows and stops. His head slowly pivots, until its great burning eyes are cast back along the cord. As his gaze meets yours, you feel an overwhelming rush of incredible joy, mingled with profound sadness. You have sensed similar anguish in lost souls, but never with this intensity. A soothing voice drifts into your mind.
It takes great bravery to venture through the in-between, even for a Watcher.
A swell of admiration radiates out from the god's heart, a force so intense that it momentarily overwhelms you.
You do not need to follow me, for their sake or your own. Something beautiful is coming. Something that will save us all.
A great light shines from Aethys' brow, so bright that even the souls within him flinch from the source, cowering in fear. Through the glare, you see Aethys' massive arm reach up to grasp the golden cord. The tether, carrying energy from the Audra pillar to him. that also suspends your consciousness.
Time cannot stop for any of us, Watcher. Even me.
Aethys yanks on the golden cord, pulling it from his back. The cord tears into filaments that blacken and dissolve to dust. Without pause, he turns to resume his stride toward the distant pillar of Audra, shining on the boundless horizon. You hear the souls within him cry out for just a moment, before your consciousness is snapped away from them. The in-between goes dark. For a second, you feel a mix of nausea and a sensation like spinning and falling. Then the moment ends. Your consciousness has returned to the Angwithan arena. The world is sideways, the Audra pillar upside down. You flinch at the feeling that you're standing on the ceiling. The disorientation overwhelms you and you collapse to your knees next to the luminous Audra pillar. Previously dim and flickering, the pillar now glows with a strong and steady light. You touch the Audra again, but the chill and prickling sensations you felt before are gone, replaced with a comforting warmth, like the embers of a fire that has just lost its flame.
You alright? Come on, we just got you back.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I heard you say that before. Had something to do with a 2,000-year-old lunatic talking to you in your dreams.
Oh, that's a long story.
Alright, so what happened?
Thousands of suffering souls were trapped within Aethys. I was powerless to help them.
I don't believe the god of rebirth wishes souls to suffer. If he's harvesting them, he's got a plan. What did Gon say? Is he gonna meet us? What do we do next? He charged you with the divine calling, didn't he? Just like he's done for me.
He was headed toward another pillar of luminous Audra.
How hard can it be to find in a chain of thousands of islands?
I wonder what he's after, and why he's been giving me these dreams. The things I've seen, they leave a mark on your soul. I may not know what Gon's got planned for me, but clearly he wanted me to meet you.
We can go now. Oh yeah, all of us leveled up.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Oh?
Vandy. So because everyone leveled up, I'll let you decide how your character gets leveled. So, if it's stuff like these kinds of numbers, if you want, I can take care of them. And then I'll leave your choice up to the ability selection and stuff like that. Or, what do you prefer? Do you want complete control, or do you want only control over the abilities you pick up, and then I can take care of, like, the number game? Go ahead. Okay, sweet. So you're a druid wizard. So Arcana and history. Okay, so which ability would you like to unlock? Do you so because we only have 1 point, we can only decide to level up druid or wizard. Among a wizard, we don't have too many options because we're an enchanter. Sorry, because you're an enchanter. We don't have too many options. We can pick ghost blades as an option, or we could go with spirit shield. But if you want to level up your druid, we have Talon's Reach, Sunbeam, Charm Animal, Vile Thorns. Got a couple of options for you here. I'm starting to get sleepy. Oh, okay. In that case, do you want to sleepy times and end it here? I don't mind. We can do the level up later. Okay. Because if you do want to end it, it's cool. We can back out of the level up and then just do it later. It's all good. Yeah, okay, cool. So, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'll send everything in my good night message, but yeah, I did enjoy it. Okay, I'm so happy that you enjoyed it. But yeah, we'll send our good nighties and then I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and yeah,